Hello children, how are you all? Hope you're all fine and safe. I am Mrs. Rani, your maths teacher. From last video, we started a revision for the test, isn't it children? Have you completed all the sums what I have given in the last assignment? Okay, good. Those children, those who didn't complete it, please complete it fast so that you can prepare your exam very well. Try to do the sums on your own, okay? Whenever I am giving one sum model, check with that and do your sum yourself. Shall we start today's revision children? Okay, now first we are going to do the find the numbers represented in the abacus and write their place value. You are going to see the abacus, how many beads are given in the concerned place where the beads are placed in, which place it is there, right? So you have to check the place value of the beads and we are going to write it here, right? Okay, what is the first place is 100, okay? So like this you have to write hundreds. How many hundreds are there? How many beads are here? 3 beads, isn't it? So what I have to write? 3. So how many zeros for 100 children? How many zeros? 2 zeros, right? Good. So this is hundreds, correct? So 3 hundreds are there. So 300. Okay, in tens place, how many tens are there? Just 1 10 are there, right? Just 1 10 is there. So I have to write which place I have to write. This is ones, this is tens and this is hundreds, isn't it? So in the tens place I have to write the 10. And finally ones. How many ones are here? Count the beads. 1, 2, right? This is the place of ones, isn't it? So write the 2 in the last. Now you have to add it clearly and you have to write, okay, together. That is, when you are adding all the 3 numbers, what are the answers you are going to get? You are going to write that, right? So what is the answer? 312. Understood children? So by seeing the sum, you complete the B sum. Okay children, practice this sum by counting the beads just like the same sum what I have done now. Right? Okay, next we are going to do the addition. Okay, in the addition you will be getting a questions like this. See, for a sum, add 686 and 159, right? 159. You are going to add this both the numbers. So first what you have to do, you have to draw a box. Okay, take your scale and pencil, draw the box very neatly with the, how many digits are here? 1, 2, 3. 3 digits only there. So 3 digit box you have to draw. Okay, right? Like this you have to draw a box. Okay children, right? Okay, so this is the first number, right? First you have to write the place values. Which place is this? We'll have to start from, always start from the ones to tens, hundreds, right? So first you write the ones. Ones means O is ones, right? Then tens, then hundreds, right? Good. Then now we are going to write the numbers here in this place. Okay, this is the box I have left for the and writing the carryovers. If you are getting a 2 digit, when you are adding, you are getting the 2 digit number, 1 digit only will be writing, right? When we are doing the sum, you know that the carryovers writing only, I have left the line here. Okay, so this 686 I am writing here. Then 159, right? We are going to add. This is the addition symbol. You have to write this in the side. Okay children? Then you have to start adding these two numbers, right? So always when you're adding, addition time, the bigger number, the greater number has to be kept in the mind. The other number should be in your fingers. Okay, tell me which number is a bigger one, 9 or 6? 9 is a bigger number. So I'm keeping 9 in my mind, 6 in my fingers. After 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? So I got 2-digit number. Okay, so 2-digit number when I am getting, I am supposed to write only one number here, isn't it? So this is 1. So this number I am writing here, this 1 I am taking as a carryover, right? This is the correct way, right? Okay. Now, when I am going to add these numbers, first and foremost, you add the number with this carryover. Then only you won't forget in the last. Okay, children? So, this is a bigger number. I am taking 8 in my mind with the 1 adding. Always when you are adding a 1 with any number, the next number will be an answer. 8 means, what is the next number of 8? After 8, which number will be coming in the line? 9, isn't it? So 8 plus 1 is 9. So I am keeping 9 in my mind. I am taking 5 in my fingers. After 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So again I am getting 2-digit number as an answer. So this first digit alone I am going to write here. This one will be a carryover. Right, children? So this is 1 is a carryover again. Now I am going to add these two numbers. 6 plus 1, 7, right? 7, after counting this 1, 7 plus 1, 8. Though sum means what? I taught you, isn't it? The adding both the number together only called as a sum, isn't it? So sum equal to 845. Okay, children? Okay. Next, now we are going to do the second sum, B sum. We have 3 numbers here. That is, this is 3-digit number, 3-digit number, 2-digit number. So we have to draw a box like this, little more bigger, because 3 numbers we are going to do the addition. Okay. First box, this line is for just writing the place values, that is hundreds, tens, ones, like that. Second line used for the carryovers. Okay. Then what you do, draw straight lines like this. So you are drawing the box now. This will be very easy for you. Okay. Okay. Like this, you have to draw a box. Okay. Then you have to write the numbers in a correct place. That is ones, tens, hundreds. Right? Like that. First you have to write down the place values. Then start writing the numbers one by one. 342. Right? So 342. I am writing in the correct places. Okay. Hundreds means hundreds only should be there. Abacus also, just now we finished, isn't it? So place value is very, very important. If you write it in a wrong place, you will get a wrong answer. Okay. First you place it in a correct places. Okay. Next 645. 645. And finally you have only 2-digit number, children. You should be very alert. Here only ones and tens are there. So 34 means here only it will come, right? 34. I am writing in the tens and ones. So addition symbol you have to write in the side. Then start doing the sum. Okay. Okay. Now I am going to take a 5 in my mind, which is a bigger number, and the next bigger number is 4, right? Okay. Or if you feel like you will be confusing for you, first 2 numbers you count it and write in the side, in the rough side. Then that number you keep in your mind and take this in your finger. It will be easy. Okay. Shall we do the sum now? Okay. I am keeping 5 in my mind, 2 in my finger. After 5, 6, 7. Okay. I am writing 7 here. 7 in my mind, 4 in my finger. Right. I am taking 7 in my mind. This 7. I am keeping in my mind and taking 4 in my finger. After 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So this we don't need. So write this 11 alone. In the 11 we are getting 2-digit number. We are supposed to write only 1 digit here, isn't it? So this first ones alone I am writing here. This one will be a carryover. Okay children. So first carryover, count with the next number itself. So you won't forget to count the carryovers. So 4 plus 1 is 5. So 5 in the mind, 4 in the finger. After 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I counted these 3 numbers. I got 9, right? Okay. 9 in my mind, 3 in my fingers. After 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So 12 I got 2-digit number. So I have to write only this 2 here and this 1 will be a carryover. Okay children. Then count this 3 plus 1. After 3, 4, right? 4 in my mind, 6 in my fingers. Okay. After 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here I am getting again 10 as an answer, right? 2-digit number. I have one digit only I have to write. Thousand place there is no other numbers. So that I am writing both the digits are here. Okay children, because there is no other digits are here. That's why I am writing 2 numbers here. Okay children, you understood? So what is the answer here? Sum equal to 1021. Okay, now we are going to revise subtraction. Okay, we are going to subtract the number. Okay, subtraction means cutting. I have told you this, right? When you are doing addition means you are adding together, right? Subtraction means you are taking one number from the other number, right? Like if I am having 10 chocolates in my hand, if I am giving 5 chocolate to my friend or to anyone, the remaining what will be left to me only is a subtraction. Understood? So in that, okay, here we have 2 numbers given. Subtract 386 from 724. In the 724, we are going to take out this 386. Understood children? Think that this is a big cake. Okay, 724 is a big cake. Okay, that many pieces are there. From that number of pieces, you are going to take this number pieces alone separately. We are going to find out how much is left. Okay. Okay, as it is, as usual, like how we have drawn the box for the addition, we have to draw a box first step. Okay, draw 3-digit box. We are having only 3 digits, isn't it? So draw a box first. Same way, draw 2 lines for this. Okay, first is for the writing the place value and then for the carryovers, like addition in the carryovers we have drawn the line, isn't it? Here when you are getting a borrowing the number from the other number, you need a other number, writing the number, you need one more place here. So leave 2 boxes, 2 lines like this here, then draw a box like this, make a 3-digit boxes, okay, like this rows. Okay, then close the box. Understood children? Is it easy? No? Okay, good. Now as usual we have to write the place value. Hundreds, tens, ones. Okay. After writing this, which number we have to write first? We have to write first always the bigger number. Okay. From the bigger number only we can take this smaller number. Isn't it? Understood? So which is the bigger number? From 724. So 724 only I have to write in the first. 724. Okay. Then 386. Subtraction symbol I have to write in the side. Okay. Now I am going to subtract this number. Okay children. Okay, good. Now I am going to subtract the 6 from the 4. Is it possible to take 6 from the 4? From the 4 fingers, can I cut the 6 fingers? No, it's not possible. So what you have to do, you have to borrow from the next digit. You should take one number from here. This is the tens place, isn't it? So when you are taking a 1 from here, this will become a 14. That is, when you are borrowing a 1 from here, this will become 1 here and this will become 14. Understood, children? Okay. From the 14, we are going to subtract the 6. So, say the after number of 6 till the 14. That is, after 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. How many fingers you got now? 8 fingers, isn't it? So, you have to write 8. Okay. Now here again 1 is here and you have to cut 8. This is very smaller number. It's not possible to cut the 8 from here, subtracting the 8. Right. So you have to borrow the number from the next digit. That is, from the 100 you are going to borrow one number here. Right. In the 7, when you are borrowing one number, this will become 6 and this will become 11. Right. Okay. From the 11, we are going to cut the 8. So, say the after number from the 8 till 11. After 8, 9, 10, 11. How many fingers I got? 3. Okay. Okay. Here, 6 is here, right? From the 6, I have to cut the 3. It's very easy because this is already a bigger number. So, I can take a 6 fingers in my fingers. Okay. I can cut 3 fingers and remaining 1, 2, 3, right? So, difference equal to, when you are writing the answer, write difference. Difference equal to 338. Understood, children? Okay. For the next sum, again, we are going to draw a box. For the place value, first box. Okay. Next box is for the writing the borrowing numbers. Okay. Once you start drawing the box, this will be very easy. Okay. You should not think it's very difficult. Use your scale pencil clearly and draw the box. Okay. Then only your sum will look very neat and clear, right? Okay, first I have to fill the place value. 100, tens, ones, right? So, first which number I have to write? I have to write always the bigger number, the first digit, whichever is there. First you have to check all the numbers having same digits. That is 1, 2, 3. That is ones, tens, hundreds. Yes. Here also ones, tens, hundreds. So both are same equal numbers of 3 digit, right? So which is a bigger digit is here in the hundreds? 8 only, a bigger number, right? So I have to write 805. Okay. In the tens place only 0 is there. No value here, right? So next number is 246. Okay. Okay, now what I am going to do, I am going to cut the 6 from the 5. But 6 is a bigger number than the 5, isn't it? So what I have to do, as usual, I have to borrow the one number from the other number. But 0 is not having any value, isn't it? So what you have to do, first you have to borrow the one number from the next digit and make this 10, the 0 as a 10. So first what you have to do, from the 8, borrow 1 and make this as a 10. Okay, so when it's giving 1 here, so this 8 will become a 7, right? So first you have to complete this step. Okay, then only you will get a sum easily. Then again, here we need one number, isn't it? So from this 10, borrow one number, make this 15, okay? And this 10 will be 9. 10 will become a 9 because it's given one number here, isn't it? So 7, 9, 15, like this only the number will be in the top, right? Okay, now we are going to subtract it. So after 6 you have to say till 15. After 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. How many fingers I got? 9 fingers I got, right? Okay, I'm writing 9 here. Okay, here from the 9 I'm going to cut the 4. So this is very simple because I have 10 fingers, isn't it? 9 fingers only I need to take the number and I can fold it also, right? So from the 9 I'm going to cut the 4, that is subtracting 4. So 4 fingers I'm closing. So how many fingers are remaining, children? 5, right? Okay, here also 7 is here. So I'm taking 7 fingers and 2 has to be subtracted. So 2 fingers I'm folding it. Remaining fingers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Okay, good. So answer, that is difference, equal to 559. Next we are going to revise pattern. In the pattern we have 2 types, isn't it? Growing pattern and repeated pattern. This we have done some beautiful assignments. We have done these sums, isn't it? So this is a very good example for the growing pattern. That is, once if start with the some pattern, see here you can see the shape is having only 1 here. Next is 3. So what is the difference here? It's increased as a 2 more is added here. So when you are adding 2 more here, you will be getting 5. And finally, when you are adding 2 more here in the 5, you will be getting 7. Like that, this will be growing in the next one by one, right? This is the pattern of growing pattern, right, children? Okay. Next we have repeated pattern. Okay. Repeated pattern is nothing but same pattern will be repeated again and again. Okay. See here examples are here. Here a square, triangle, rectangle, circle. Again this 4 shapes same way it's repeated here. So these are the example for repeated patterns and growing pattern. Okay. In the pattern we are going to learn symmetry. Okay. Symmetry is nothing but the one shape, it may be a shape or alphabet, whatever it is, the other side should be having the exactly same should be reflected. That is, if it is, see these are the alphabetical letters, English alphabetical letters, this having the symmetrical shapes. That is, if you are drawing a symmetry line in the center or in the side, okay, the other side will be the same shape and size will be reflected. See A, this side also same shape is there and this side, right? So these are the letters for the example of symmetrical shapes. Okay, children, symmetrical shape letters. Okay, and you have non-symmetrical letters. Non-symmetrical letters are here. That is F, G, J, L, N, P, Q, R, S, Z. Okay. In this, if you draw symmetrical line, you cannot see the other side in the same shape or size, right? So these are called as a non-symmetrical shapes. Okay, children. So in this video, we are stopping with this. Okay. Word problem and other sums I will be continuing in the next video. Okay, please complete all these assignments and write your revisions and practice the sums. Okay, children, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.